Nice.
Hello? Okay. Alright, you can hear me now. I have no idea what happened before. OBS just crashed on me, but I think everything should be okay now. So, hello. As the title suggests, I don't think we've seen enough of Dr. Ratio. From what I remember of the like 1.6 trailer when it first came out, like there should be more cutscenes. So I think like the next part of this Trailblaze mission is gonna be more related to Dr. Ratio. I guess not that Ranmei's left. Also, I know that like a trailer was recently released of Dr. Ratio, but I think I'm gonna save that for at least after I'm done with this part of the mission.
Nice.
Because I'm worried that it may contain spoilers for this, and well, I wanna, you know, have a genuine reaction to whatever happens next. Sorry, also my cat has been really clingy and sticky this whole week. So if you hear any thumps or something, that's just her moving around on my desk because she can't seem to sit still. Okay, I think that should be everything. So let's go back to Herda space station. I wonder if we've forgotten Ranmei by now. We're supposed to forget about her, right?
Wanna go take some pictures?
Also, the like anti-truth serum thingy should have. Oh. Okay, gotta talk to Herda. Yeah, the anti-truth serum thingy should have finished by now. Pippi. Wababoo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of those IDs are from Asta Story Quest. Chronically online, sure. So I guess that means that this does use the internet then? Or maybe whatever version of the internet Star Rail has. So this isn't like a... I don't know, like just a normal texting thing. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. Like, we know that the Xianzhou has its form of the internet. So I'm guessing this is like Herda's space station form of the internet, these chat groups. But then again, people in the Xianzhou and Belbog also use these. Okay, what situation is it? Oh. Okay, can we play that? Oh, we can.
Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This
Madame
is
Herta
an
fans.
urgent broadcast.
Oh, damn.
The great Madame Herta, member 83
Why
of the
did they
Genius
block out
Society,
her
has been
face?
targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward
She's
to
a
claim
public figure, right?
responsibility.
Why did they have
Many
to block out
Heritors
her
are
face?
upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
I mean, if it were a... Yeah, if it were one of the researchers, I'd understand why they block out their face. The researchers are private citizens, right? But Herda's supposed to be, you know, famous. management. So is this another case of them hating on Asta just cuz? When did Herta get attacked? Oh shit, was it one of Ronmei's bugs? Two different kettles of fish. I mean, yeah, is it really their fault? I mean, the Legion Crisis thing, no one could really do anything about it. This thing, I'm sure no one could really do anything about it either. Besides, your Madame Herta is supposed to be some big shot, right? And, well, I don't know, doesn't that mean that she could at least take care of herself, even if she is a 4-star? Besides, the one that got attacked looked like it was one of Herta's puppets, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I think they're just using this as an excuse to, like, hate on Asta again. Bizarre reasoning, but you're spitting facts. I haven't said anything about these, like, usernames, but these usernames. Licenseless space driving. Rid yourselves of a pest. What pest? Yeah, Herta, are you okay? Well, are your puppets okay? Hold on. Herta, she's not here either. Oh. Oh shit. Hello? Hello? Cutscene? Cutscene. Oh shit, we got kidnapped!
Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Scrollum?
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right.
Oh.
Which is precisely why we need him.
Hello?
The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
Really? Honestly, I don't remember what we talked to Herta about. No, actually, we talked to Herta's puppet and Scrollum.
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
Oh, so he's not one of the geniuses.
He's only just woken up. Dazed.
Oh.
He may need a few pointers.
So that
we crossed
mask
paths
just
again.
appears and
Do you
disappears at
remember
will?
me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Is he implying that Ronmei erased our memories of him too? Also, how long has he been on this station? He's from the IPC, the Intelligentsia Guild, so I guess it makes sense why they didn't make a big deal of him arriving like they did with Ronmei, since he's not one of the geniuses. So we were one of the last people to see Herta's puppet, but we saw her with Scrollum, right? We last talked with her and Scrollum before we like left with Ronmei to deal with the bugs. But also, doesn't Herta have like a bunch of puppets on the space station? Like at least 3, right? So what's the big deal about losing one? If she's like worried about people getting info from her or something, she could just turn it off, right? Or like go offline. Also, Asta, were you the one who kidnapped me? Asta, how could you?
Mr. Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
Explain now.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
So does that mean it's gone offline or it's been completely destroyed? Yeah, did you guys have no cameras or something? Herta, I think she is just wherever she is right now. I don't think she's on the space station. I don't think she was actually like hurt from having one of her puppets attacked.
No. The attack happened on a base outside the station, beyond the surveillance camera's range.
A base outside of the station. So this isn't really Asta's fault. She's only in charge of taking care of the station, right? So if a puppet got attacked while it was outside of the station, Is it really Outside's fault? Asta's fault? Just that, I swear that like group chat thing is just looking for reasons to hate on Asta.
She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
Yeah, I'm guessing like the real Herta doesn't really see this as a big deal. She only lost like just one of her puppets. I'm sure she's got like hundreds or more, or dozens more.
She received an
elsewhere.
invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Okay.
Ah, the technology department.
Oh.
Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them.
Okay, I have to admit something. This, I guess, is one of the things that kind of irk me about Honkai Star Rail. It doesn't exactly make me dislike Star Rail as a whole. It's just kind of annoying. Like, when compared to Genshin, like, Star Rail has a tendency of just saying names, dropping names as if we're supposed to know or care. Like, I know, I get it, it's part of the world, it's part of the immersion and stuff, but even in Genshin, it's a huge world with like really deep lore and stuff, but the only like names we hear mentioned like ahead of time are just the Archons, like, and maybe some dead gods during like world quests and stuff. But for the main Archon missions, we only hear like maybe the other Archons mentioned, or like if it's a Dane's Leaf mission, then we only hear about Conria and stuff, like just people, populations in general, or the gods. But in this, we hear about other geniuses and people from the IPC, as if we're supposed to care, as if the Astral Express has anything to do with it. And also, yeah, I guess I can get why the Eons keep getting mentioned and stuff. It's part of the simulated universe. It's a huge part of the world, and my cat is trying to lick the... No, don't lick the microphone. Yeah, so the Eons are a huge part of the world, so I guess I can understand why they keep popping up. And even then, they show pictures of the Eon too, so to make sure that we like remember who's who. But in this case, like Madame Yabuli, and then the I think it was 1.5 or 1.4 when Topaz was introduced. Like, they also mentioned her other teammates, I guess, her other squad members, and I don't care enough about them to remember their names. I just remember that they're named after other minerals and shiny rocks and stuff. Why don't sit on my keyboard? No, you stay here, okay? Yeah, here, stay here. Yeah, so the next time we see any of Topaz's colleagues get mentioned, or like if they ever get released as playable characters, I'm not gonna remember who they are. Yeah, so I guess basically that's one thing that I don't that I think Genshin does better over Star Rail, the introduction of their characters and stuff. Like, the characters that are a big deal, they make sure that we know that they're a big deal by mentioning them way earlier than their release, way before their releases. But for this, like, the way they just name drop a bunch of characters all at once, like all the time, it just doesn't feel like, they don't really give me a reason to care. Anyway, back to this.
They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant.
So I guess that explains why you're here.
Amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources.
So you're also, like, I don't know, auditing them? Or I guess you're, like, making sure that they're not misusing the funds the IPC give them?
However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
Dude, I don't think it's as much of a big deal as you were trying to make it sound. Because, you know, it's just one of Herta's puppets. She's got at least 2 more on the space station. I don't see why the real Herta would care. Also, it's interesting to see that Dr. Ratio, like, seemingly doesn't have a big opinion, a high opinion of the Genius Society. He calls them the Super Smart Club, and yeah, I at first assumed that he was part of the Genius Society, you know, his name Dr. Ratio and stuff, and he acts kind of like a know-it-all, like I'll hate them, but it seems that he doesn't really give a shit about them. Well, he does give a shit, he just thinks that they're shit.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Yeah, welcome. Who would hurt the space station?
Save your flattery.
No?
Time is hardly a luxury we can squander.
Okay.
To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me.
Are you talking about Screwlum or yourself? Like, the actual genius thing?
Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet?
You just talk to her.